YouTube? Welcome to another video. Today, we are once again reacting to MoreParz. You guys have been really liking these, and I also have been having a lot of fun doing these reacts, so I hope you enjoyed this one as well, okay? And yeah, let's go. Let's go. Bring on the bugs. Please don't. Please no bugs. Please only friendly, not bug. I was about to say enemies. Animals. Yes.
Scientists just de-extincted a 12,000-year-old dog. Well,
What?
kinda. You see, a bioengineering company called Colossal has dedicated itself to doing what every single Jurassic Park film has told us is a bad idea.
Dude, you would be probably not very surprised by the amount of companies that on a daily basis do things that a bunch of different movies have already taught us was a bad idea. I mean, Terminator, for example, you know, I don't think we really learn our lessons from seeing bad shit happen in movies.
Bringing back extinct species. And recently, they made a breakthrough. They have managed to bring back the 12,000-year-old direwolf. You know those big-ass puppies from Game of Thrones that the Starks had? Yeah, those were actually a real
I thought that they were just normal wolves that were, like, coincidentally a little bit bigger.
animal alive during the late Ice Age. And the best way I can describe them to you is, basically a wolf on steroids.
Okay, so it is basically a normal wolf, but just massive.
These things were bigger, faster, and stronger, estimated to have the highest bite force out of any canine. And in a move that I'm sure has no implications, they have managed to bring these bad boys back to life.
It looks like a polar bear, kinda.
Two little guys are now 6 months old and have been living on a private plot of land with 24/7 veterinary care. However, they've only just been shown off to the public, with the company going so far as to get a photo.
Wait, but why did they even do that? Like, it's really cool, but what was the point exactly?
Photo up with George R.R. Martin holding one of these adorable little killing machines.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty damn cool. Finish the book, George! We can only hope that he finishes it before, you know.
Showing that man will literally interact with an extinct species before he finishes that last book. There is, however, one small problem. This isn't technically a direwolf. You see, by merit of them being extinct, short of specking into necromancy, you can't exactly bring them back. Which is where this guy comes in. You see, the grey wolf shares 99.5% of its genetic code with the dog.
Wait, don't we share like 97% of our DNA with a banana? Or am I hallucinating? Okay, maybe not 97, but I know that we share a very high amount of DNA with bananas, which is pretty comical. Something about that, holy shit. And pigs, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it makes a lot more sense for us to share DNA with a pig than a banana. I think a pig is a lot more reasonable than a banana, you know?
So, using CRISPR gene editing...
Nako, prove you're not a banana right now. Can a banana do this?
They basically toss the grey wolf back into the spore creator, then using the code found in direwolf fossils as a build guide, juiced the out of it, boosting the size slider and putting some extra points into strength, as well as adjusting its head shape and teeth. All in all,
so they technically didn't make a they made a DIY direwolf. It's not like in Jurassic Park where they actually found the DNA of the thing and then they like reproduced it. They just straight up like they built their own. They made a new species basically. They did a DIY version. That's what a banana would do. Your mother. They made fake direwolves. I see.
They made a total of 20 edits to 14 genes, producing the closest thing we can get to a direwolf short of time travel.
They're so
which is cool as
It is pretty cool.
5 years before a man-made horror beyond comprehension.
Yeah. This is how every single Resident Evil game starts.
Breaks out of that f***ing lab, and we are all playing Resident Evil.
I mean, considering my extensive experience with Resident Evil games, I think I would win.
You know, I have beaten a lot of them, and I did pretty well, and I played in the highest difficulty, so I think I could win, yeah.
Oh want you to imagine you're cave diving.
I
You turn
would
a corner
never.
and
Oh my god, bro, cave diving has to be the most unreasonable hobby there is. I will never understand it. I already think that going on a cave is bad by itself, but going on a f***ing cave underwater is no, dude. That will never be a valid hobby. That is f***ing insane.
see a spiderweb the size of the fucking wall.
Oh my god, I hate
I
that.
regret to inform.
Bro, that looks like a waterfall. Hold on. Bro, it looks either like a waterfall or like melted metal or something. That is so creepy.
I regret to inform you that no, this is not fake. This is an
Oh my
actual
God.
photo from the inside of a cave on the Greek-Albanian border, where scientists
Oh shit, Europeans, that one is on you. This is not in Australia. Holy shit, speaking of which, chat, the other day I posted one of my MoreParz shorts on TikTok, right? I posted it on TikTok and it got like a shit ton of views. It got like 200k views and there was a bunch of different comments. I saw a comment, somebody commented on the TikTok that Australia was the Florida of Europe. They said Australia is the Florida of Europe. I had to take a moment. True. Of Europe? No, dude, it genuinely hurt me. It genuinely hurt me to see that person saying that Australia was in Europe. Like, holy fucking shit. They didn't even get close. It would have been, like, Australia is closer to Africa and Asia than it is to Europe. Like, what the fuck, bro? Austria, okay, confusing Austria and Australia is really stupid, and I feel like you should get made fun of either way if you confuse Austria with Australia. If Australia isn't in Europe, why are they in Eurovision contest? They are? Okay, wait, actually, I have the same question. Why are they? Why? Why are they? What the fuck? They're not in Europe. Why the fuck are they? What the fuck? Why are they in the Eurovision? That makes no sense. That makes no sense, bro.
have discovered the world's largest
shit.
spiderweb, located in a portion of the cave crammed to the brim with sulfur that has quite literally never seen the light of God. This wall
Damn.
of white sticky stuff.
I'll show you a wall of white sticky stuff.
And 1,100 square fucking feet. That is
How much is that in meters?
the size of a 2-bedroom fucking house.
Jesus!
However, finding the average Australian home on the wall of a cave at Y11 brings up a far scarier question.
And that's underwater? Because he said cave no, wait. Wait, like cave diving is like actually like diving like underwater, or cave diving is like just diving as in like just going deeper into a cave that isn't underwater? Wait, what does he mean by cave diving actually? I'm confused. Both? Okay, but which one is he talking about? Is it underwater? You may have to go underwater to get in, but the whole thing isn't under. Okay, well that's confusing, isn't it? Caves can be dry. Yeah, I know, but like when you say cave diving, I'm gonna think you're talking about an underwater cave. I was also like wondering because you can't like a spider web would disintegrate underwater, right? That wouldn't happen. Wait, then why? This is so confusing. Why do you use the same word for an underwater cave and a dry cave? That makes no sense.
What the fuck built it? Well, to the relief of many,
Probably just a bunch of different spiders, right? It's not going to be one comically large spider. It's just going to be a shit ton of different spiders.
no, we did not discover a giant spider lair.
Yet.
Nor is this the result of a single spider with creative mode and world
one single spider that has a lot of free time on their hands.
No, it's far fucking worse. Because this web is the arachnid equivalent of getting the boys on for a 2-week Minecraft phase.
Damn. It's like Spider New York City, bro.
Because this web is a collaborative effort.
Makes sense.
It was built by 111,000 fucking spiders.
Holy shit, it is actually Spider New York City. Holy fuck. Oh my god. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. I want to watch it again.
1,000 fucking spiders.
Wow, 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 wow. I don't have words to describe how disgusting that is. That is so nasty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gross, 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 gross. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so nasty. That's so fucking nasty. Oh my god.
This frog deliberately breaks its own
Why does it
bones.
look like it has fur? Ew.
What? Well, you see, this is a hairy frog.
Is that actually fur?
Found on the west coast of Africa, and the reason it hits a brutality on itself,
Ew.
ironically enough, is self-defense.
Ew.
You see, these guys are small, coming in at an incredibly respectable 3 to 5 inches.
Damn, that sounds like an average frog. It seems completely average.
And tipping the scales at only 150 grams.
Why are they hairy? I really don't like that.
Which is a problem, because they also inhabit the ecological equivalent of a fucking FromSoft game.
Damn. It could have been worse, no?
Africa is one of the only places in the world that gives Australia a run for its money.
What about the Amazon? I heard the Amazon is pretty fucked.
With Mr. Frog here having to avoid birds, snakes, and rats on his walk to work.
Rats?
Now, in order to...
Dude, I already find it really bizarre that there's frogs that can eat rats, but a rat that can eat a frog is where I draw the line. That is horrifying.
To avoid this scenario, most frogs either run a high-level stealth build or
Whoa.
dress up like a fucking highlighter and cover themselves in everyone.
I like the colorful ones. The Amazon isn't a continent. Wait, did he say continent? I just heard place. What did he say? I forgot now. Oh no, oh no. Tree frog, continent? Okay, if he said continent, then it makes sense. I heard place, so that's why I mentioned the Amazon.
His favorite liquid. But the hairy frog has read one too many X-Men comics.
Uh-oh.
Because this thing actually has another name. The fucking Wolverine frog.
Oh, shit!
Because these little guys have claws, but not traditional claws like a cat's, which are made of keratin and freely extend and retract without an issue.
Okay.
No, instead,
Cute.
the finger bones on a hairy frog's hind legs are held in place by a small bone at the tip of their fingers.
Oh, no.
And when threatened,
Oh, no.
they snap the longer bone off the tip and through their fucking skin. And then...
Does it hurt when they do that? Or did they evolve in a way where they can do that, like, chilling? Because there are certain parts of, like, regular human bodily function that hurts a lot when we do it. But, dude, breaking your bones has to be so brutal. But there's also a possibility that maybe they evolved so that it doesn't hurt them so that they can do it. But I don't know. That sounds brutal. I mean, the Amazon isn't as large. I mean, it's not large, but it is like, it is the most biodiverse place on Earth. You know, there's a lot of animals there, even if it's not as big as Australia and Africa, like, by themselves.
New weapon acquired. They employ the London self-defense strategy.
Ew! That was kind of like, the claws were pretty small though. Does it even actually help?
This frog.
Damn, but why does it have hair though? I kind of wish he explained what the this thing is. The fucking hair.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Oh shit.
Introducing the cassowary, a species of ratite native to the land down under. And for once, guys, it's not venomous. Can
Finally!
still flatline you though, and
It genuinely looks like a dinosaur, dude.
I'm gonna tell you how. You see, these neon chickens belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive
makes
size,
sense.
coming in at a solid 79.
What? Chat, how is a bird heavier than me? Oh my god. Dude, I cannot accept the fact that that bird is heavier than me. That is obscene. No. No.
Kilos and growing up to 6 feet tall.
What? Stop! No. That's insane. Heavier? Jesus, you're really tiny? Okay, I mean, 79 kilos for for somebody my height would be a lot, you know? But holy shit! That's overweight. Yeah, for somebody my height, I'm 5'2", 158 centimeters. So if I was 79 kilos, I would be pretty overweight. So it's not that surprising, I guess. But I'm still kind of mad about it because it's a bird.
Meaning the short kings in my audience could, in theory...
What about the short queens? What about the short queens, Mr. Parz? Why am I crooked? Also, I just realized I'm mega crooked.
Mount these things like a chocobo. But what makes them stick out from emus? Well, you see, the cassowary is basically
Whoa, bro, that thing on his head is so interesting looking. Like, that is actually a... Like, it looks so much like a dinosaur.
Spec Ops emu. Being twice the weight, highly territorial...
Guys, I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared.
And most importantly, coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right, this is a cassowary claw, and it's the reason they can hit you with a fight.
Oh my god, even their feet looks a lot like a dinosaur feet. Dude, it sounds really comical when you hear that chickens were related to dinosaurs, but then when you see a bird like that, it all makes sense. It all clicks.
5 inches long. You know what I mean? Honestly, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially if you're something that's going inside me.
True.
And if you anger the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife.
Oh my god, I can imagine that, and it's not, oh my god, a horrible image came into my head.
An attempt to disembowel you.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
What the fuck? Why? Why was that person even in an area where, like, a bird like that could just like walk up to them? Well, run up to them, whatever. That is oh my god, that's so scary. That's so scary.
Survive.
Holy
but the fact that
shit.
I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is terrifying. This bird.
Oh my goodness, dude.
This jellyfish is basically a time bomb.
Huh?
Introducing the Irukandji, a species of jellyfish native to the northern waters of the land down under, and possibly my least favourite animal in the entire ocean, because it is just a massive, spiteful Well, massive is misleading, as this little guy is tiny. I mean, ridiculous.
Dude, I love this image so much. I love this image so much. And I especially like the one that is edited to make him look even shorter. It's so funny, dude. The one where they make him even shorter than that is so hilarious. Male nako? Oh yeah? If I am the female version of Tyler 1, where are my muscles and my thousands of viewers, huh? Explain that.
Small. Being not much bigger than your fingernail at the head and basically
2 centimeters?
completely invisible to the naked
Bro, you
eye.
couldn't
This
even see
is a fairly major problem, because behind that halo cloak frame, they are dragging 3-foot-long tentacles and shocking absolutely no one.
Say the line, Bart.
It is one of the most venomous jellyfish in the ocean.
Of course it is. Of course it is, because why wouldn't it? Yeah! Why
I'm
wouldn't
so
it be?
tired of the stealth poison multiclasses on OCE servers, dude. This shit is broken.
God.
You see, those 3-foot tentacles are covered with tiny little barbs, and at the barest touch, they will literally propel themselves into your skin like a bullet and inject you with the Australia Special, a pina colada cocktail of various neurotoxins.
Why is it always neurotoxins? Holy fuck. Shit. They are so uncreative. The animals in Australia are so uncreative. It's always neurotoxin. They can't come up with anything else. It's always neurotoxin.
And upon being injected, you will feel absolutely nothing.
What? Excuse me?
You'll keep swimming around, splashing about in the water, kissing the homies, until you are overcome with a sudden, severe feeling of impending dread. I mean the kind of dread that will have you hysterically screaming that you are about to die.
I am gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna f***ing die!
That's because the invisible cunt here does psychic damage, inflicting a condition known as Irukandji syndrome, which starts with a feeling of impending doom so strong, there are records of people asking to be avoiding a ban here, forcibly disconnected from God's Minecraft server.
They give you depression?
And that feeling of doom is warranted because about 30 minutes after being stung, that biological bomb goes off, with the venom initially causing extreme pain throughout your entire body. And after making you feel like a failed isekai protagonist, the venom then spikes your blood pressure and heart rate through the roof, which can cause heart attacks, blood clots, and has even been recorded to cause brain hemorrhages.
And the
Dude, that is not a jellyfish, that is a demon.
that part is, it doesn't have an anti-venom.
This thing sneak attacks you, waits 30 minutes, sends you a private DM telling you it got your ass, and there is not a f***ing thing you can do about it.
That is actually a demon. That is nature doing biological warfare against us. What the hell?
Toxic little shit.
That is okay. That animal has to be the biggest asshole alive. I know that it's not doing it on purpose, but holy shit, that is an asshole way to evolve, dude.
This is the deadliest snake in the world.
Oh shit.
Introducing
Is that a black mamba?
the inland taipan, and
Dude, I always think it's a black mamba and it never is.
being the deadliest venom noodle in the world, I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found.
Australia, Down Under, Australia, or Australia map. Which one do you guys think? Which one?
It's Australia, of course it's fucking Australia. Be so serious here. Where the
God.
else did you think you were going to find it?
Could be in Africa, maybe.
Canada? More specifically, as the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily, extremely far from civilization, because this homicidal hospital host
Why does it look evil? Wait, actually it looks kind of cute. It's making like an angry little face. It looks kind of cute.
is the definition of
Look at him, he's doing like... He's doing that.
size doesn't matter, because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters, the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely f***ing can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the f***ing planet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing but not limited to hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxins.
Who would have thunk? Wow, that is so unique, guys. Wow, that is very original from that snake. I've never heard of another animal that has that. So original, man.
Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes.
Remember when I told you that I feel like this is very overkill? Yeah, this is one of those scenarios. Aren't they eating like mice? That's a little bit dramatic, is it not? Do you really need all of that to kill a mouse? I don't know, man. I don't know. No, trust me, they need that. Yeah, they can't kill the mice if they don't use that. Always a neurotoxin and never an evil toxin. She's always the left behind twin.
And that venom is so f***ing potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people.
Every
the funniest
time!
part
Holy
of this snake's
shit,
venom
so dramatic!
is that in the wild,
they only hunt rats and f***ing mice.
What did I tell you? They only hunt them?
The deadliest venom on the planet, and they are using it to pack up Remy the rat.
Dude, being a mice is like actually being chosen by the universe to suffer. Everything eats mice. Everything. We've seen birds that eat mice, snakes eat mice, cats eat mice, frogs eat mice. Everything eats them. They are nature's punching bag.
It's like hunting a rabbit with a f***ing AWP.
Dude, it's like fucking hunting a rabbit with a nuke, dude.
I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh god.
This
Poor Poor mice, dude. Poor mice. Can't forget about tarantulas. Dude, everybody eats the rats. Come on.
This is the world's deadliest tree.
Oh, shit.
Introducing the Manchineel tree, found in the United States of America and the
Whoa.
Caribbean. And you may
This one is not in Australia.
be wondering, what makes it so deadly? And
It just looks like a regular tree.
the answer is that when growing this thing, God used the same design philosophy that Miyazaki uses when he puts a swamp in a FromSoft game.
Oh, no.
Because even
Oh, no.
thinking about the fucking thing
Huh?
will poison you.
Huh?
The entire tree, from root to stem, contains more toxicity than a league lobby, and that starts with the sap.
What
This
the hell?
thick-
He needs to stop using this gif. Every time he uses this gif, he makes me want to become the tree version of a furry.
sticky white substance is not only found inside the tree, but thinly coats the entire thing, not unlike the sock under your bed.
Alright.
This is a problem because it contains 3 separate toxins that will seep into your system if you so much as f***ing brush the thing.
Oh my
causing
God.
severe itching, swelling, and
Oh my goodness, pyrocynical.
chemical burns.
Oh wow.
Getting toxic shock from just touching the thing isn't enough for you? Well, you'll be happy to know that eating the fruit on it can just kill you.
That's nice.
Yeah, what the sap does to your skin, the fruit essentially does to your throat and internal organs.
Oh,
so
wow.
just a few bites of Satan's apple here will cause you to start choking before you experience the worst stomach pain of your entire life.
Holy
Collapse to the
shit,
ground,
dude.
puke your guts up, and then start shitting them out. But the f***ed up part is
What do you mean the part? Do you not consider the last things you told us the apart? Did that not count? Was that not enough? It needs to get worse? What do you mean by that?
even if you don't eat the fruit or touch the tree, it can still poison you.
How?
How? Well, let's say you're walking outside and suddenly
I see, we're writing fantasy. Okay.
it starts pissing down with rain. Thinking quickly,
Oh shit, the rain transports the poison. Does it?
you run for cover under the branches of a tree. A Manchineel tree.
Oh no.
The rain
Oh no, dude! It's just water, okay? You're not made out of sugar. Just accept the water, man. Like, you know, role play as if you're like in the rainforest and shit.
hits the leaves and the branches of the
Oh,
tree, mixes
no.
with the toxic sap, and then falls directly onto your fucking head.
No way.
This is the
No way. That is actually some type of bullshit you would see in a Dark Souls game, dude. What is wrong with the nature?
This animal will peel your face off like a banana.
Is that not a koala? Was that a koala's evil cousin? Who the was that?
Introducing the one creature that strikes fear into the hearts of every Aussie.
Oh,
the
God.
infamous, terrifying drop bear. A
It looks like a koala, but like evil.
species of predatory marsupial exclusive to the land down under. This genuine nightmare
Dude, it looks like a crackhead version of a koala. It looks like a koala after taking fentanyl.
may seem pretty normal at first, closely resembling the
Oh
koala
my
bear,
God.
and that is by design. See, the
Huh?
drop bear is an ambush predator, patrolling the branches of the
Those teeth are freaking me out. Your mouth is not big enough to have teeth like that. Oh my god, that literally looks like a demon. No, that's not. Is that Photoshop? That doesn't look right. It looks slightly Photoshopped now. No, that can't be real, right? That can't be a real picture.
eucalyptus tree and using their keen sense of smell to detect incoming prey. And once they can
it
smell
eat
you
koalas?
approaching, they will position themselves in the leaves of the trees, being basically impossible to spot unless you're actively
damn.
looking for them. And even if you do see them, you're automatically going to assume it's a koala. And that assumption is probably going to be the last mistake you make, because walking under these things is inviting the most painful death you can f***ing think of.
What?
Once you've walked into range, the drop bear will launch itself from a tree and aim directly for your head.
I don't know why, but I thought that he was gonna say aim for your nuts. I don't even have nuts. I don't know why that was the first thing that I thought of.
Small animals will often be clapped on impact as the 20
It can kill a kangaroo?
kilo drop bear launched itself out of the tree so fast that it snaps their spine.
Oh
and
my
they're
God.
the lucky ones, because once they make contact with your head, drop bears will immediately puncture your scalp with their foreclaws and latch on like a fuzzy little face hugger.
Oh my
Once
God!
firmly
Why is it so fucking aggressive?
attached to your skull, the drop bear will start to kick out your eyes with its hind claws in an attempt to blind you. And
Chat, look, it might not be a koala, but I think I was right about the fentanyl part. I think I might have been right about that part.
while they are forcing you to cosplay Daredevil, they will be
Oh my
tearing into your
goodness.
face with their fangs like a fucking chainsaw. The attacks are so vicious, most human victims end up being completely scalped and having their faces removed.
Dude, I can feel a tingle on my scalp. The description alone, I don't even need to see the picture. The description alone made me feel a tingle of despair.
And even if you manage to pull them
Tweet koala.
off in the initial assault, those claws contain a potent neurotoxin which
You have to be fucking kidding me. No, this is a joke at this point. You have to be fucking with me. Like, you actually need to be fun. This cannot. No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. Oh my God. How fucking. Oh my God.
will paralyze you in under 5 minutes, allowing them to run you down and eat you
Dude!
alive. Run you down.
Is this actually the animal? Is this actually one of them, or is it a
Allowing
koala?
them to run you down.
It looks like it's wearing diapers. it looks like it's wearing diapers.
And eat you alive. Australia
Oh my
loses roughly
God.
600 people per year to drop bear attacks. So if you want to survive your trip
Holy
down under,
shit.
I have a secret to share with you about the drop bear. And that secret is that all of this is complete and utter bullshit. Drop bears aren't real.
I fucking told you. Dude, he literally just gave fentanyl to a fucking koala and was like, yeah, this is a different animal.
Made it all up. April Fool's cunt. This
You. Okay, this makes me a little bit more fucking concerned actually, because what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Why does it look like that? That's just a koala? Did they give it drugs? Did they give drugs to the koala? Why does it look like it has used a lot of drugs? Photoshop rabies? Dude. But taking that photo and making it into a horror VTuber model would be interesting. Bro, you can make one of those like shitty horror B movies with this. He just saw a big booty Latina. All right, buddy. All right.
This adorable.
I know about this octopus. Bro, oh my God. Did this person die after taking that picture? Because I'm pretty sure that you die if you touch this thing. The blue rings. Oh my God, I think I learned about this in school, dude. I think I learned about this animal in biology class in school.
Little octopus is also the world's deadliest.
Oh my God.
Introducing the blue-ringed octopus, a species of cephalopod native to Australia, and in a shock to precisely
This
0
too?
people at this point, it's venomous. Because of course it's venomous. Why wouldn't it be venomous? That
Why are they touching it? Do they die after?
would make my life way too fucking easy.
Oh
Now,
my
to its
God.
credit, unlike most of the toxic bullshit in this hellscape I call home, they at least have the common decency to be coloured like a fucking neon sign.
True.
However, it immediately loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a fucking hobbit, coming in smaller than a 50-cent coin.
It's so
And
cute.
this is a problem.
I wouldn't touch
because
it though.
it is the most venomous octopus in the world.
Damn.
That's right, this fluoro spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin.
Dude, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm actually gonna crash out. I can't do this anymore. I can't. Please, no. I can feel my brain collapsing onto itself every time he says that word.
More specifically, tetrodotoxin.
Oh
you know,
my
the same
God.
that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event. Yeah, these little guys are packing it
shit.
too. However, because it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite. But what does the venom
Bite?
actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies, and you
God.
accidentally disturb this little gentleman's residence. The blue ring, taking the American approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg and bites you. Best part, it's completely painless. So
Guys, there's something wrong with the ocean. This is the second animal, this video, that we see that lives in the ocean that has an incredibly potent venom that can pack you up in very little time, and it's in the ocean, and it's specifically in the Australian Ocean. What the fuck?
if you're distracted by how thick your mate's looking in those Speedos, you aren't going to feel
Oh
That
my
is,
God.
until your face starts tingling like TV static. It's warm out here under
Your
the sun,
face?
but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
And now you got a headache. You start to feel sick, weak. You go to call out, but your voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
You can't talk?
2 shots of
This video is so good.
And then suddenly, your legs come out from under you, and you hit the beach.
Oh no.
Fun fact about tetrodotoxin. It's a paralytic.
Bro, that is so fucking horrifying. You can't even ask for help.
Freezes up your muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your breathing. And yeah, turns those bad boys off too. And so, your chest stops rising and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach.
Can you imagine how oh my God, bro, that must be the most desperate situation ever. Holy shit. This is actual, horror movie level stuff.
Be wondering, how come no one called an ambulance? That's easy. They didn't have
There's no fucking anti-venom.
time to. You went up to meet your ancestors in under 20 minutes.
Oh my
God
God!
ordered your ass with same-day shipping, and this little delivered. Employee of the month.
Why? It's so cute. Okay, that makes it even worse that those people were like holding them in the picture. What the fuck are you doing, bro? An ambulance? Call the fucking coffee maker at this point. I mean, at least you get to like test drive your coffin before you die, maybe. If they're fast enough, that is.
There is a competition in America where they vote on the fattest bear.
Yeah, that checks out. That sounds pretty on point. That sounds pretty on point with America. Yeah, they would. They would, wouldn't they?
That's right,
They
lads.
would.
F the Super Bowl. I'm about to introduce
my
you to the
God.
most important American sporting event of the year, Fat Bear Week. Hosted by the Katmai National Park and Preserve in Alaska every year from the 23rd to the 30th of September.
Holy shit. Look at the size of that fucking thing. Oh my God. That bear has like at least 3 different body pillows of his waifu. And a lot of cans of Mountain Dew in his bedroom. And possibly a lot of like DoorDash packages as well.
The public watches as Winnie and Paddington
Holy
fight it out to see who is
shit.
the most absolute of units. And this year's highest calorie Kumamane has been crowned. But before that,
I want to see it.
does Fat Bear Week work?
Why? Is that a f***ing Coco Nuts emote? There's no way that Coco has an emote of an obese monkey and it's called K-Nuts Chud. Dude, Coco has the most cursed, insane emotes in all of Twitch. Holy shit. If there was a competition for that shit, she would win every time. Oh my God.
Simple. See, the event is held in the lead up to hibernation season, while all of these bears are at the peak of their bulk.
Where they calorie max the most they could.
Now, while it's running, the park allows the public to view live stream footage from all of their trail cams.
Oh,
These cameras
shit.
capture all the park's brown bears, allowing us to observe Freddy.
It's like a fat bear reality show.
He's fatter.
It's like my 600-pound life before bears, and you're not, like, you don't want them to lose weight.
Us cousins, like we just got a job at f***ing Fazbear Entertainment. Each bear caught on camera is assigned a number and occasionally a name. We, the people, then vote on the contestants day by day, pitting them against one another in a fucking single elimination tournament bracket.
Oh my
determining with our
God.
votes which bear most closely resembles.
Holy shit. Dude, it's so funny that this thing is an apex predator. And it's not even like the hippos where it's, oh, they are fucking massive, but you know, all of that mass is just muscles. No, these things are actually fat. These things actually ate like a lot so that, you know, they could hibernate. They're actually fucking obese.
A pyro commission.
All right. Okay, not again. Not again, man. Oh my goodness.
Until one bear is crowned the victor. Now, you may think this is just some silly little event. But no, over the years, there has been fucking voter fraud, a manhunt for a missing hiker, and one year, the trail cams caught one contestant beating to death and eating another bear.
Dude, you can't make that shit up. Oh my god. Dude, my brain can't process what I just heard. I cannot process what I just heard. What do you mean?
But now, to answer the question you've all been waiting for, the winner of the 2025 Fat Bear Week is
Inflation Master.
32 Chunk.
32 Chunk.
Winning with a broken jaw. They named that f***er after the render distance you need to load in his entire body at once.
Dude.
There is a
Holy shit, bro. That is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna start following the Fat Bear contest because that has to be one of the coolest things I've ever heard. Holy moly.
stepping on this rock could straight up paralyze.
Oh, is this one of those fish? Is this that fish that camouflaged itself?
That's because this isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish, a species of
I've heard of this one before.
Autometus native to Australia. And coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, it is also the most venomous fish in the ocean.
Oh,
because
God.
of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health?
Don't step on them. I mean, I guess they're just not into that, you know? Some people really like being stepped on, but this fish isn't one of them.
You see, stonefish use their special venom for defense. However,
They look
unlike
so
most
cool.
other animals that do this doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No.
I mean, if his mouth is actually that color,
This little
that mouth could be an indicator that he's poisonous, but you're not gonna see it until it's too late.
doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No. This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom
That
to make
looks so
hunting
cool.
easier. And once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house. Now, this is a fairly major problem as they love to live in the shallows on the beach. And that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I would never go to a beach in Australia. Like, I already hate beaches because I don't like the sun or, you know, the sand or the water or the fact that the water has salt in it or the fish or the seaweed or the smell of the sea or the smell of fish or like the fact that there's people around me or the rocks or the open air or like literally like anything about the beach. I hate it. Especially not go to a beach in Australia because everything can kill you. Everything can kill you into land. And I feel like the ocean is a worse version of that.
13. Giant highly toxic spines.
Are you really Brazilian? I thought Brazil was only the beach in Rio and nothing else. Yeah, that is true. Actually, Brazil is actually only Rio. Everything else, it's like Australia, you know? All of the population of Brazil lives only in Rio, and everybody, like all the other places are just like a desert. Nobody really lives there, so you might as well not count them, you know? So yeah, that is true. I mean, I don't know. I guess I was just LARPing as a Brazilian all along.
That deliver venom when pressed on. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were so...
Oh my god. Wait.
Considering it's...
Dude, how did they even see that? How did they even see that one in order to poke him?
hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention.
Oh my god!
If you were, say...
They blend in perfectly.
Romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies. And while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it would be very easy to place your foot in the wrong spot. And step directly onto 13 hypodermic needles, which would then deliver...
Why is the venom so thick?
a ginormous dose of neurotoxin.
Stop. Somebody needs to take that word away from MoreParz. He needs to be, like, legally prohibited from saying that. Oh my god. I've heard that word so much that I feel like it's lost its meaning at this point. You know, like when you say a word over and over a bunch of times and it starts to sound like super weird, like neurotoxin, you know? Like it just starts to not sound like a real word anymore. That's what I feel like.
Straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom. No. You see, these things maxed out
Fucking
the toxin
classic.
skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart and lungs in under an hour. And even if you survive, the sting still causes extreme pain, swelling, and...
I feel like I lose a year of my life every time he does that with pyrocynical.
tissue necrosis. Because this is
Not gonna look it
Australia,
up.
where even the scenery is trying to one-shot me.
Holy shit, dude. That is prop hunt, but the props can fight back.
I don't think you understand just how old sharks are.
We got a
I
boomer.
don't.
See, I'm not just talking individual sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo, Jeff.
Jeff!
Your
Damn.
average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that
Okay.
special. I'm talking sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks are fucking one-tricks. They have mained this class through every single balance adjustment Earth has thrown at them.
way.
From climate change to the Ice Age to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur.
Oh shit!
Yeah, when it comes to...
It's like, you know how there's a thing of, everything evolves to a crab? Everything evolves to a crab except for sharks, cause those bitches are stubborn. They are not gonna evolve from that. They're gonna stay that forever.
Prehistoric shark species, most people think of the megalodon. That big boy the size of a kaiju that was swimming around in the ocean around 26 million years ago.
Damn.
Which might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a fucking zoomer.
What?
Go back around 250 million years to the early Triassic, before the literal dinosaurs.
Excuse me? Sharks are older than dinosaurs?
And you'll find Helicorpion, a shark with a
Wait, I've heard of this one, but I didn't know it was that old.
buzzsaw for a mouth. 250 not far back.
Also, based Hollow Knight reference.
Enough for you? Go back around 300 million years.
What?
And you will find
Adestus.
the f***ing pog shark.
Stop. How am I supposed to take him seriously when you call him that, man? How the am I supposed to take it seriously when you call it the goddamn pog shark? Are you for real, man?
And if that is still not far back enough, you can go all the way back.
Stop.
Right to the beginning.
Stop.
To the first recognizable shark, Doliotis problematicus.
There's no way that that's actually the name, right? They did not name the shark Problematicus. That he's joking, right?
At 410 million years old.
Okay, that barely looks like a shark, though. That looks like a fish that hit its head on something and now its head is like swollen or something.
Sharks have existed for 4 times longer than Saturn has had rings.
What? No. Ignorance is bliss. If I don't think about the information, it can't hurt me. If I refuse to accept it, it cannot hurt me.
First tree only sprouted out of the ground 380.
They are older than trees. No, I refuse to believe it. I'm just gonna say no. No.
5 million years ago. That means that for 25 million years, Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this chased Nemo.
That's not okay. That is not okay.
I don't think you understand.
That is holy shit. Sharks are older than trees. How is that an actual, real, factual piece of information?